Hi, it's the nursing professor here. Happy Motivational Monday. So today I want to continue with that theme of preparing yourself for next semester. And so we're going to first start off by talking about decluttering. And I need you to identify a space where you can study without interruptions, where you don't have a bunch of clutter, because you'd be surprised that if your environment is cluttered, then you can also not have clarity as far as needing to learn what you need to learn. So I want you to get rid of any old papers that you don't need. I need you to locate your anatomy and physiology book, because it is really helpful, regardless of what level you are, that you're able to review the system before you learn about disease management. It's just going to help you understand more. And I know we have tons of tools, all of us educators, about how you can learn this quick, all of that. And I know that you all want to use them and they sound good, but the truth of it is, if you understand a concept, then there's no way that a question can trip you up. So be very careful about anything that really helps you memorize, unless there are things that are, that they don't change, like the number of bones don't change. Let's see, cranial nerves don't change, dosage exams don't change, those kind of things like that. That's concrete. But anything else is critical thinking. And so any way that you can help yourself really understand concepts, then you can make the best decision when it comes to finding answers on your test. If you have a desk, look through your drawers, get rid of some of that junk, old rubber bands and ink pens that don't work, all those kind of things like that, because that is literally clutter. Anything that you haven't used in a year, toss it, give it away. Somebody else can use it. So often we hold on to stuff as though, we can't get rid of it. Get rid of it. You really, really don't need it if you haven't used something in a year. All those excess giveaways and things like that. So here's some things that I do want you to do. I want you to identify a study area, wherever that is. It could be in your kitchen for all I care. But it needs to be your study area where you're not interrupted, where you have a surface that you can actually write on, where you can have all the tools that you need in order to get your studying done. You need to find or purchase your pens, your pencils, your papers, your folders. If you have a Kindle or if you have an iPad, it's really important that you have like a electronic pen like this, because that'll become helpful as you have your PowerPoints and you're able to handwrite directly on them. There's all kinds of literature to support that if you're handwriting material, it helps your brain remember the content a lot better. Calendars are always helpful. Shameless plug, I'm coming up with one, so I'll let you all know that one shortly. I want you also to think about these things are essential. There's no way you can avoid them. You need to make yourself an appointment with your provider for a physical, because you're going to need a current physical exam in order to go to clinical. You're going to need a listing of your immunizations, which include a recent flu shot, not last year's flu shot. You're going to need to get a new flu shot. So you need, if you get it, get documentation, because that can be something that can prevent you from going to clinicals. And last but not least, this one is really important and something people don't think about. As a nursing student going into any of the clinical sites, you have to pass a background check. And so you want to be very careful with who you associate yourself with, getting in any kind of fights or brawls or arguments. People will take you there, but you have a lot more to lose. Even if you live in a state where marijuana is legal, you want to be careful about that, because you can get a random urine check. And marijuana stays in the system for a little bit longer. So watch your weekend partying, your summer partying, get yourself prepared so that those do not become a barrier to your success as we plan for the upcoming semester. So I hope all those tidbits help. Have a great Monday, and I'll see you next video. Bye for now.